Okay, so before we start the meeting, I'm going to unmute to allow the homeowners that signed up to speak. They have 3 minutes to speak.
I'd like to yield my time to John.
Okay, every homeowner has 3 minutes. There's no yielding of time.
And I'd like to yield the remainder of my time to John.
Okay, John will only have 3 minutes. There's no yielding of time, but thank you.
Yeah, and I want to yield my time to John as well, please.
And I give the same answer. There's no yielding of time. John will have 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think John wants to talk.
Yeah, 1 second, please. Seems like everybody wants John to talk. I just want to make sure I got everybody else so I can give John his time.
Eddie, I resent that I only have 3 minutes when other people have been able to yield their time to me. I don't think that's appropriate.
Okay, you're on 3 minutes, sir.
But did you hear what I said? I'm making that known.
I did.
Okay. Well, there's a couple of things that I wanted to say, and they can't be said in 3 minutes. You put me in a real bind, Eddie.
But you're on the clock.
I think I should have longer than 3 minutes, especially if they yield it to me.
If you have more, no, that's not allowed. Two, if you have more to say, you could always put it in writing and email it to me, and I can get it to the board.
No. I want to do it orally.
Okay.
Now let me ask you a question. Who made that determination?
I did.
You made the determination that you can only speak for 3 minutes?
The Florida statute says that homeowners have 3 minutes at a board meeting when open forum.
Okay, but they're yielding their time to me.
There's nothing says that you could pass on time.
It doesn't say you can't pass on time.
John, you're on the clock. I'm really trying to give you time, but you're
I understand that, but what you're trying to do is limit what I have to say, and I don't appreciate that.
Okay, I understand that.
No, you don't. If you understood it, you would help me solve the problem. I'm asking for more time.
Sir, you have a minute left.
I've asked for more time. And I'm not going to say what I need to say right now. It's going to take longer than a minute.
Okay. So
and I don't approve of what you're doing, Eddie. Sir, I want that noted on the record.
The meeting isn't open yet, so there's no record.
Well, why not?
Because the meeting isn't open. It's an open forum before the board meeting.
I have a problem with what's going on then. A major problem. I think the board should be able to overrule what you're saying.
If they wish.
Do you wish to do that, Miriam?
No, John, everybody has 3 minutes. We're just following the rules.
I'm asking you to overrule it.
I don't make that decision, John. It's a board decision.
Well, I'm asking the board then. Who would like
do I have a motion from the board?
There is no motion. The meeting isn't open. The board can't.
Okay, thank you.
You don't have to have a motion, but if you want to give them more time, just say so.
How much time is needed, John?
I don't know. I would say 5 minutes, maybe. I think you can give me 5 minutes.
Give him 5 minutes to speak, you guys.
Thank you.
Well, let's make sure that all the other members agree. I'm just one member.
Well, 5 minutes is not much. It's okay, you know. That's my own opinion, you know.
Thank you.
You got two right there. You need a majority.
I don't care if he has 5 minutes, but if he's going to abuse us, forget it.
Okay, that's 3. So you have 5 minutes, John, but please let's keep it very tactful and let's consider.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree with that.
Yes, sir.
2 things I want to talk about is one, the recent election. It just came to my awareness that when the election took place, 4 people counted the votes, and I think it was Maria Martinez won by 1 vote. And then it went to the board, and then it was overturned, and Serena won by 1 vote. And I wonder how those 2 votes came about. That's one thing. Because of the time, I want that put aside. The other issue comes with my driveway. I tried to extend the driveway and ran into some problems. I worked on it many days, and no one ever said anything. We're about ready to pour the concrete, and I get a call from Vicky saying that I have to have it approved, and I wasn't aware of that, so I went through the process of agreeing to have it approved. It was in process. The next day, the very next day, I found out just before I did my walking that one of the pipes was cut. So we had to put a cap on the pipes. I walked, I came back from walking. My shirt was wet. I walked in the house. It was cold in the house. I took my shirt off, went by my office, started doing some work, looked out, and lo and behold, I saw an SUV there, a tan GMC SUV. And I remembered that was Serena's. So I walked outside. By the time I walked outside, the car had left. And the workers there said to me, somebody was taking pictures. So I said, I wanted to find out who that was. I stayed there. There was a car on one side of the street. So I stood in the rest of the middle of the street, and Serena comes by. And I asked her, and Marion was in the car. I said, what are you doing? And I said, the workers were telling me that you were taking pictures, and they denied that. Can't do anything. It's one word against another. What transpired then was the next day, somebody contacted code enforcement, Orange County Code Enforcement, and they came to inspect it. And I just happened to be by my room, same time, walked outside, asked him what was going on. And he said, somebody complained. And he said, I'm looking at the complaint, and the complaint says here that you came close to the conservation area. And he said, I don't see where that's the case. He said, I'm going to deny it. There's no complaint here. And he said, you might have to get a permit because you're putting in a slab. So I found out, yes, I have to put a permit in. The interesting thing is that I asked who made the complaint. And Miriam was shaking her head. I asked Eddie, how many times, Eddie? 4 or 5 times, 6 times? I mean, I've got the emails here. I don't have the time to go over them with you because I only have 5 minutes, but somebody made the complaint. I'm sorry?
You got a minute 47, John.
Okay. Somebody made the complaint. And I'm asking right now, all the board members there, did any of you call up the code enforcement? I know it's
No.
anonymous.
I don't know.
Sir.
Pardon me?
No,
No,
No.
sir.
No, sir. I don't know where you live.
Okay, so nobody admits to calling up the code enforcement. Okay, I think you're going to want this to go over 5 minutes. I want you to listen to this.
We have 1 minute and 17 seconds left, John.
County 311. This is Angela. How
Can you hear that?
Hi, Angela. I was told I needed to call the 311 to get to code enforcement to report a violation. Yes, I can help you with that. Is the violation in Orange County?
Do you know who's making that phone call?
Orange County. Okay, perfect.
Listen,
What type of violation? So we live in University State, and I'm a board member. Mm-hmm. And we have
who made that phone call?
Eddie,
someone is
I'm not even gonna say
extending their driveway
I'm not even going to say nothing.
into the backyard near the conservation area.
Who made that phone call?
The association, they did not.
Who lied and said they never made that phone call?
And I believe they.
John, obviously you know who made the call if you've got it. So what is your point?
My point is someone lied to the board.
Go check it out.
Someone lied to the representative from the homeowners association, and somebody lied to me. If somebody lies in a situation like this, you can't trust them. And I must have asked for this name a half a dozen times. Am I right, Eddie?
What name does it say?
Okay.
Serena, I'm gonna be very kind to you right now, Serena. I think you lied. You lied numerous times. I think you should resign.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, good luck on that.
Okay, thank you, John. Your time is up, sir.
Footage or whatnot. You all need to
Serena,
check
if you
it
don't
and
resign,
make sure
I'm gonna go
Can
viral
you
on this.
mute him, Eddie? Thank you.
I tell you what,
there was not a question posed from the board as to who made that call, so I don't,
Hold on.
did you hear what he just said, Eddie? All
I
right.
did.
Okay.
I believe there's another homeowner that is here that has their time.
Yes.
Ben?
Oh, yeah, he's on the bottom. There he is.
Ben?
Yeah, I just would like to hear what John has to say further.
Your time is your time, sir. We're not opening up the forum again for John.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I would just say that I'm disappointed. It sounds like we have board members that are lying. I don't usually get involved in this kind of stuff, but this I kind of have to when I hear something like that. I'm sad to hear it. I don't know. I guess my question is are we okay with that sort of leadership? I don't know. I'd like people who tell me the truth and treat me with respect.
Okay. All right, John, if you want to go there, get ready to rumble because there's some things that we'll be showing as well.
Hold on, Serena. Hold on.